Welcome to the Birth of Success podcast, where we educate, opinionate, and demonstrate to parents how to swivel in a time of crisis. I'm your host, the father of success, aka Savon, and our lovely co-host.
Just the best.
It's been an interesting time. It's been about a week, about 10 days since we've last been able to inform and speak with our audience. How are you doing today, Jessica?
I'm doing better. It's just been, it has been a very long, 10 days, long week, 10 days, however many ever days are in a week, I don't know anymore, but it's been something else.
It's been a tough 10 days, but I wouldn't say long. Time has flew by. If you look at it, May is almost over, and that's pretty surprising.
Yeah, I'm ready for August, because, it's my birthday. Oh, yeah, I forgot it's yours, too.
Yeah.
For y'all that don't know, me and Von's birthday, mine's the 7th and his is the 9th, and honestly, we celebrate it together sometimes, but for the big ones, usually it's like their birthday.
Yeah, Jessica's real big on celebrating her birthday every year, real as
anybody's
if it's real
birthday.
big.
I love celebrating.
Yeah, of course, we always gonna, celebrate, especially our loved ones, friends and family. When it's our birthday time, we like to celebrate them being born. Speaking of birthdays, our nephew Travis, he has a birthday coming up on the 19th. So happy birthday, Travis. We're looking forward to seeing you at the end of the month. And then we have June. We'll just talk about early June. My sister Kenya has one coming up on the 2nd. And then, Kenya June 2nd. And then my daddy, Jimbo, got one coming up on the 3rd. So we're looking forward to that. And then Tia at the end of June, the 27th. Of course, we ain't forgot about Tia. But the early ones coming up, stacking up on us right now. Let's get into it. Well, before we begin, we want to give a shout out to Jimbo. We know you're in the hospital right now, but you're doing well.
Speedy recovery.
Looking forward for you to get out of here or get out of there and, be around Papa Baby. Be around success and around the rest of us.
You still have your podcast interview to do with us. So.
Yeah, we can't wait to do that, but we always been talking about that, so we definitely looking forward to doing that, and you should be out real soon. So we looking forward to it, and we looking forward to your birthday. We going up on your birthday this year, so shout out to the family and to everybody listening. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy this episode. Like we said, it's been a while since we've been able to record. Just life happening, things happening in life. But we got a lot of juicy information to dig into today, and I'm ready to begin. I can't wait.
I did see, we're going to start off with the current events, and I did see something in the works of a bill getting passed. Of course, everybody believes it's going to be vetoed because it has some things that I'm just pretty sure that's just not going to get passed. But I do think, though, that we are going to get the stimulus checks, the second round, because it's been, a month since people have gotten theirs, and some people haven't even gotten the first one. So, I think it's definitely necessary, because how are people living with no income or job? The bills ain't stopping. Some of these companies, we're giving people a break, but we're not seeing like a real break. We're just seeing a breakdown, but it's still owed.
Yeah, and I think at this time, as we go in, 7, almost 8 weeks since this thing gets started, it's time to start scratching your head and, not necessarily waiting for something to be passed or something to be handed out, but at this point, creativity gotta be stirring. Yeah. You have to, if you know how to cook, you need to start making some plates. If you know how to bake, you need to start baking some cupcakes. People need them. Like whatever it is that you can do.
If you know how to make good mixed drinks.
If you know how to make drinks, it's time to use this social media platform for what skills you have to be able to make a little side income, which is going to be able to hold you down until, things may flow back or there might be something passed. But let's not just wait and ponder and sit around waiting for maybe possibly another stimulus check.
Didn't you say something like you read that there's like what 5 companies keeping the economy like
Yeah,
afloat?
they've been saying, I think that was Google, Facebook, Amazon, um, Google, Facebook, Amazon. It's like all the big tech companies right now is the only 5 companies that's really profitable and keeping the economy where it is. Obviously, the economy isn't in great health, but they doing everything they can right now to keep us afloat. We always have to ask ourselves, if we get another stimulus, whether it's a $3 trillion bailout or a $3 trillion loan to give out more money to the Americans, we have to know that at some point we got to pay that money back. At some point, either taxes are going to be increased or inflation is going to happen. We might be paying $6 for milk. You don't know what may come,
I can't
but
afford that.
but I just want to warn our listeners that you don't just get money for free. Regardless, right now it may be looking good, and we definitely gonna take advantage of anything they giving out. I don't care if it's $10. I want my 10. However, just know down the line it's gonna be either some way, somehow they gonna have to get back on the loans that they taking out. And I don't think we necessarily always think about that. Like, this is a business. When you take out a loan, what happened? You have to pay it back. So even though they saying forgiveness or no payback, how long is that gonna last? It's only a matter of time. But right now, obviously, we need whatever they want to give another stimulus. We can't wait.
So this is the part where we usually discuss the stock of the week, or at least like something that we're looking at or interested in. I did want to give an update because I did let you guys know I went ahead and jumped in to do an option with Twitter. I did a call, and last I left off, I believe I told you guys how it went up, and so I got greedy and I was trying to get more than I got a profit, but I didn't get as much as I wanted, so I stayed in, and it ended up dropping. The contract ended on the 8th of May, so I took a L. It ended up giving me 0, nothing, nada. So I learned my lesson there. Don't be greedy. I mean, it is what it is. You take the profit you can get. If you try to care about the dollar amount, then yeah, you're gonna kind of pay for it, and I did.
Yeah, I feel like always the key is, you don't, like they say in the terms of stocks, pigs get slaughtered. Meaning, if you try to be real greedy with it, when you see a sizable profit, you go ahead and take that. But the only time you're really taking a loss is when you don't learn from it. So if we come here another episode or in the future and the same thing is happening, then Jessica's just taking plenty losses. But right now, we learning from it. Again, like I said, I'm proud
still
of her.
learning.
We all are learning.
I'm ready to jump back in, but
that's the main thing.
I'll jump back in if we get that second stimulus. How about that?
Hey, okay. So, stock of the week. What stock do I want to talk about? What's been going crazy over the last week or so is Beyond Meat. Reason being, for one, Beyond Meat is a great company. I recall when they dropped their when they initially came out with the IPO, and people was jumping on Beyond Meat, and it was just very volatile, like it was going up and down. It was hard to really call it. But Beyond Meat at this point, of course, during the coronavirus, there's been the three or four major meat companies in the United States have been pretty much shut down. The operation has been shut down due to maybe I think it was 8 to 12 of the workers in the warehouses have passed away. Rest in peace to them, of course. So with that happening, it's a meat shortage. I believe anywhere from 3.6 or 3.8 million pounds of meat is being lost due to the warehouses from the meat companies not currently processing and working at this time. So with Beyond Meat being, a non-meat based product, that makes Beyond Meat spike up. Also, I've been hearing that they're doing deals in regards to Whole Foods, so they'll be in the Whole Food stores as well. So you have to think.
Collaborate with Starbucks.
Yeah, they had already collaborated with Starbucks. I talked about that maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. But they are also going to be in Whole Foods. So you have to think, if it's millions of pounds of meat that's lacking, then people just gonna look at, okay, what's the substitute? What's the next best thing? And Beyond Meat is right there. So they're gonna try to Beyond Meat, and on top of, obviously, it's a lot of people that's vegan or just really tired of eating meat at this point. Obviously Jessica's not one of them. Me, I'm a tweener. Like today, I'm like, man, I'm tired of eating this meat. But then, I want some chicken wings or something. But I will say, when we went to the grocery store today, I did buy a veggie burger. So I'm going to see how that tastes. And if it tastes good.
The one you got, I ain't going to lie, they didn't look too appetizing.
It's not about what it looked like. We're going to see what it tastes like. If it tastes good, y'all going to hear a lot more of me talking about these veggie burgers and all of that. Because I'm definitely, at some point this year trying to take some type of transition, not cutting all the meat out, at least not right now, but I do want to transition a little bit off of it. Maybe meat once a week or twice a week, something sustainable, but Beyond Meat. So they had dropped down to $90 a share, $89 a share, and then they jumped back up maybe a day later, $128 a share. So if you would have got in when it was 90, if you even got in when it was 105, you could ride that wave. Shout out to the Wall Street Trapper, because he been calling Beyond Meat. And he helped make a lot of people a lot of money, and that's definitely one of my mentors when it comes to that long-term stock investing. One more thing that I want to say in regards to what's going on with the stock: the U.S. has just banned chip shipments from Hawaii. So if you don't know, that's the second largest phone producer and one of the leaders in 5G and one of the top companies in China. So it's going to be interesting for us to take a look and see how this plays out, because China might retaliate by banning U.S. companies such as Qualcomm or Apple or Boeing. And if so, that's going to really affect the U.S. economy even worse. So that's just something to keep your eyes on moving forward. It's so many different stock plays to make or to dive into. So certainly want to keep track or just tune in for our stock picks. Anything left you want to say in regards to it, Jessica? Who are you thinking that may be looking good moving forward?
Ooh, you put me on the spot. I ain't gonna lie.
Or anybody you think you may want to research moving forward.
That's what I was gonna say. Just make sure you do your research. I'll probably look into. That's a hard one. I want to look into. I don't know. I just know I want to look into like maybe the.
Or like any sector, maybe not the oil sector, maybe retail, maybe some restaurants.
Yeah, I probably want to look into retail. I don't know. Food is very up and down for me, even though I love food. But I think I like the retail aspect.
Retail industry. Yeah, it's a couple different, obviously, retail industries to look into specifically. Or you can go airlines. I mean, tech. It's so many. We can talk about that all day, but we have a podcast to do, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully you enjoyed our stock picks of the week. Looking forward to putting you on game next week.